Hello, welcome to a new episode of Half and Half Talks, starring Mitch and John, where we talk about movies and films and things and cinema and whatever. Today we're doing Rise of Skywalker and a little bit of Mando, because it's early December. Rise of Skywalker hasn't come out yet. We're just going to do some quick predictions. We have 37 minutes to film. We probably won't use all of it. After you, sir.
So, are you excited at all for the Rise of Skywalker?
I don't know.
I am not.
Okay.
Confidently, I'm not. I mean, I saw The Force Awakens, no joke, 7 times in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great. The Last Jedi came out, and I was super hyped for it, and I was like,
Let down.
that's the most underwhelmed I think I've ever been by a Star Wars movie.
There's weird cult following of people that swear it's the best Star Wars movie.
It's maybe the best looking,
Yeah,
but
it is gorgeous.
that's all it has going for it. I mean, because my only saving grace with that movie was the chamber scene where they're fighting back to back. But even that, the more you break it down, doesn't make sense.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
I haven't seen it either. I've only seen it once. The only time
We saw it.
but I've seen it twice. That's how memorable this movie was. Yeah, we did see it. That's right. We saw it here. Yeah, that's garbage still. I thought that this movie had some good stuff going for it. Like I said, one of my favorite things was the chamber scene. But you watch it more than once, you're like, why did he just drop the knife behind her back? Why did he, what the fuck? There's so much that you're questioning after you do that. That it kind of ruins everything else, because they do some cool themes. I didn't like the whole Luke throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder thing. I was like, really?
I did that
that's
first.
that's the moment that everybody was waiting 2 years for this moment, and that's what you're followed up with?
A joke, a bad one at that.
This movie's full of bad jokes.
Yeah.
This movie literally has your mama jokes, and it's garbage. It's trash garbage.
I like Polo, so when he said that, I was like,
I like Poe too,
All right,
and
Poe said
I
it.
get it. He's new Han Solo, but it's just like I don't. There's other ways to do humor that's not that.
The thing that I hated the most, the Luke arc is growing on me, because it was like a don't meet your heroes type thing. Okay, he's been through some shit. He almost killed his nephew.
Sure.
And all his friends got murdered. In my head canon, his wife got murdered by Ben Solo. Whatever. But whatchamacallit? The only thing I don't like is Canto Bite. I think Canto Bite, it was a passable movie for me. And then Canto Bite came in, and I was like, I fucking hate this. This is just, I haven't seen it in a while, so I'll have to see it again. But Canto Bite is bad, if not worse than the pod race.
I think the pod race is better, honestly. Just because I'm not thrilled by anything I'm not intrigued by anything that's happening on screen. I feel like that whole storyline is just pointless.
It was.
Because literally nothing happens.
Exactly.
They only made it so they could shit on Phasma.
Exactly.
Again. That's it. That's the only reason they did that storyline, and just also for padding.
Yes.
Because they couldn't keep it on. You couldn't just do the thing where they keep him on an island and do the Empire thing. I keep Ray on an island.
It copied Empire too much too. It was.
Well, I mean, I feel like no matter what, there's going to be similarities.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just whatever. I mean, you could argue Attack of the Clones doesn't have any similarities to Empire, but that's a garbage movie. So, I feel like they definitely take their liberties. But I feel like there's no way of getting around them being the same thing, unless you do. I would like to see a whole Rian Johnson's trilogy that's just his vision.
Okay.
It's not following J.J. Abrams. It's not filling somebody else's shoes.
Yeah, you can't do a trilogy where then you just get the X-Men trilogy again, where okay, we have a tone and bam.
People are gonna argue that the original trilogy that was made by 3 different directors. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but George
that's a rare case.
George was also sitting on their shoulder, heavy breathing into their neck, saying, "Don't fuck this up."
I felt like he kind of got a bad shake, because he's a good filmmaker. He's really good, actually.
I heard Knives Out is awesome.
I heard Knives Out is amazing, and I liked Looper a lot. I
want to watch that.
It breaks your brain, but I thought it was really, really, really good. When I heard he was doing a Star Wars movie, I'm like, fuck yeah. But as far as the movie looks go, it's great. As far as anything deeper than that, it's just kind of whatever. The whole Luke scene at the end was cool, but I could have, there was just too much the characters did too many things that were not like the character. Like when Luke gets shit on by the AT-AT and he goes, Like, okay, what?
You're a Jedi.
Like, it's just
Be humble.
There's just so many weird things like that in this movie that I just can't forgive it. And there's a lot of things that don't make sense.
Yes.
Like-
For instance, how come those rocks that Rey moved look so shitty? I still question that.
I don't get the whole cave scene with Rey either. I thought there was going to be a deeper meaning the more I thought about that, and I just couldn't find one.
You ready for my theory? May I start?
Yes.
If that's okay? Because after you mentioned that, that's a perfect segue. So, I would like to say that the sequel trilogy is borrowing a lot from the extended universe that got canceled. Like,
I heard they are. I've never read
So-
them, but
So I listened to 5 extended universe books already. So basically, that part where she goes up to the mirror and says, "Show me my parents," and it's just 1,000 versions of her. She's a clone. In my opinion, she's a clone of Luke. To be more specific, she's a clone of the hand that fell in Bespin. So in the Star Wars book, The Last Command, Luke has a clone who was made from that hand that fell, who wielded that lightsaber. It was called like Lauk or whatever. It's literally
Lauk.
It's Luke with 2 U's. Luke with 2 U's.
That's the most garbage thing I've ever heard of in my
Lauk.
life.
It's-
Lauk.
It's so bad. It's 2 U's. I hate it. But whatchamacallit. But yeah. So Lauk wields the lightsaber and then eventually gets killed and yada yada. But basically, the way I see it is Rey has a connection to this lightsaber. She doesn't know why. Why does she have a connection to Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, of all people? When Han says, "Where'd you find that?" Maz is like, "I'll tell you later," and then she never says anything.
It's a great Han Solo impression.
Thank you. Carrie.
Speak with your throat.
It's off throat. No, but he was like, "Where'd you find that?" She was like, "I'll tell you later," and then it's never mentioned again. When she touches it in the cave, she has like a fucking Vietnam flashback of what I think is a cloning facility. I mean, I don't know, there's a bunch of polished floors and white lights, but she does have that, that vision.
Where? And the first and Force.
If she touches the lightsaber and then just like, doom, and she goes.
No, I know. I remember that. I remember the vision. I just don't remember the cloning facility.
I just assume it's a cloning facility.
I was just so disappointed because I loved The Force Awakens so much.
Uh-huh.
I just thought that they set up a lot of really cool things that they just didn't capitalize on.
Mhm.
It was very similar to New Hope,
Mhm.
like almost beat for beat. But
Oh, yeah.
I didn't care. Like I didn't.
It was fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it, and
It's cool to start, but if they did that for like everyone, which so far they have, I'd be kind of pissed. Like if this is just a copy and paste of Return of the Jedi, which it looks like it is because it's in the fucking throne room from Return of the Jedi.
So let's get to the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not excited for this movie
Yeah.
because it has a list of challenges against it. First most being the Emperor and introducing him in the last movie in a trilogy and also killing him in the same movie. It's going to be rushed. The pacing, I feel like the pacing is going to be awful. The whole Kylo Ren Rey relationship, I kind of don't care about. Like, and it's kind of predictable that they're going to team up at the end because the Emperor is the main villain. Like it's kind of a no-brainer unless they do something different, which I doubt they will. I don't think that the characters, like, I don't really care about Poe or
Rose.
Yeah, the other main
Finn.
character, Rose.
Finn.
Finn. Yeah, no, Rose. No.
If Rose gets more than 20 lines, I will be shocked.
That's literally how much Last Jedi's turned me off of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm just not invested anymore. Because after the first Force Awakens, I was like,
Let's
whoa!
go.
I was
Let's
like,
go.
yeah, seriously, I was so hyped, and then I was just,
And then this one, Luke's drinking titty milk. It's just
yeah, I'm just not very vested in it anymore, and I don't know if they can really get me back into it as far as that goes. Like that Skywalker saga or whatever they were calling it goes. Like I will probably go see it just for the sake of seeing it.
I already
Because
bought
I
my
want to
tickets.
see how it. Did you really?
Sure.
Just for the sake of seeing how it ends, but I feel like that's kind of their only. Like that's their main marketing shtick is like see how it ends, see how the Skywalker saga ends, which is kind of cheap because that's kind of like what The Walking Dead did with Rick Grimes' final season. Like they literally marketed it as his final episode because they knew the writing was garbage. Like, why would you do that? Why?
Exactly.
Like they don't have anything. I feel like this movie doesn't have anything going for it. I don't really care about the resolution. Like, there's nothing that's really gonna, I feel like, get me vested back in unless for some miracle J.J. Abrams does the impossible. But the Knights of Ren, I feel like isn't gonna make sense. And like I said, I just feel like I feel like the whole movie, the pacing is gonna be awful.
I think, yeah, the pacing is probably gonna be bad. It's probably gonna have to get through too much too quick. Emperor is gonna be a clone, probably, because it makes sense why he had a clone of himself. I have a feeling they're gonna play heavy into clones, honest to God.
I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't care.
They brought that Emperor back in a comic book in like 1990, whatever, and like Luke went evil and all this garbage. I think Rey is gonna kill Kylo. I don't want him redeemed. I think Kylo's gonna murder Finn. I think Finn is 100% dying. There's that part in the trailer where he runs in the rain and says Rey, and that looks like it's the same area where Rey and Kylo fight. So I have a feeling the reason they fight is because Kylo just finished putting a sword through Finn's torso. And yeah, so I think that's happening.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think about bad Rey? Like, I think it's a vision. Like, it's a cave vision.
I really don't want it. I'm tired of fucking Force visions.
That's exactly what it is. I promise you, because there's no way they're gonna flip.
And she has been
at the end of a trilogy.
And she has been in no marketing too. Well, that's not going to be how she ends. Like, there's no way in hell that after all that shit, it's going to end with like Rey being like, ha 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 ha, and then she's the leader of the new Sith Empire. Would be dope. They won't do it though. They wouldn't even put that in marketing if that was the case.
So, new theory. What if? I mean, I'm almost positive it's a Force vision, but what if
another clone?
Everything in the trailer is the first 30, 40 minutes, like they end game it. Like it's the first 40 minutes of the movie.
I can see them doing that.
And then they flip in the middle, and then Kylo is like the light side, and then Rey is the dark side.
The only reason I am disagreeing with that is 2 points. One, Kylo's too far gone. Kill him. Let him die. Two, I could see it being, I don't know if it could be the first third, because they're on like 3 different fucking planets in like the first third of this shit.
I don't know. I'm trying to piece together what best I can, because these trailers never tell anything.
Exactly.
Like, they don't tell the Star Wars trailers literally never tell the plot of the movie.
Exactly.
Ever. Like, it's just lightsaber this,
I think
shoot.
They give better insight than this though. Like, there's just no insight. It's just shots, and like 3PO might die.
That's why, because I feel like the movie's not gonna make sense.
I'm
And it's gonna be a mess, because they have to piece together what J.J. Abrams set up from Rian Johnson, and it's not gonna be cohesive, and it's gonna feel weird. There was something else I was gonna say too about it. Forgot.
I could say right now that Han Solo and Leia, they have a son in the extended. They have 3 kids in the extended universe: Jason, Jaina, and Anakin. Which, why would you name someone after Hitler? That's like Hitler Gonzalez. But
Hitler Gonzalez.
but they, whatchamacallit, Jason eventually turns to the dark side, and he kills Luke's wife, and he kills all like the Jedi that Luke started. Like, he had his own Jedi temple or whatever. He doesn't kill all of them, but I know he goes off on them. And then eventually the sister Jaina kills him. Like, it's like a 9-book bullshit between the both of them, and at the end Jaina kills Jason. So I think that they're gonna use that part where the ship goes through the Star Destroyer, whatever the hell. That's also stolen from Last Command. That's how it ends. The second book is Luke's wife takes a ship and bam into another ship.
It's one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, it was. But like I'm saying, they borrow enough that I can kind of piece it together just based on their track record. Like, they've already copied X amount, so why not go off for more? I'm tired of seeing desert planets, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, well, this one's Tatooine and this one's Jakku. Like,
it's not Tatooine.
How? I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you gave, even if you gave me the names. Like, they all look the same.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Exactly. This one has Jungle Planet, which is, I guess, different.
Jungle Planet.
And then it has Rain Planet, which, sure. I would like to see. I'm intrigued about what's going on with the Death Star stuff, because they're not on like Endor. Like, people are saying, oh, the Ewoks Wicket might come back. Like, they might have what's his name, Warwick Davis might come back as Wicket.
Honestly, I would just want them to go balls out crazy.
Yeah.
If they were gonna do something like that, just make it so dumb and ridiculous that make it like Suicide Squad. Make it just like so
I want everyone
stupid.
dead. They're on horses for shit's sake.
Like so stupid and everything doesn't make sense. I literally just, because I mean I'm probably not gonna enjoy this movie for what it is. I just like that's just what I'm getting. Like so the best bet is either, you know, make it really really bad, so I can laugh at it, or it's just gonna be middling. Like
and
you know.
They said themselves, "Hey, we got to wrap up 9 movies," and JJ was like, "Oh, we have to put Palpatine in it because he was there at the beginning. So why end the book with the person who started it?" And at the same time, I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." But there has been no inclination that he has been in any of this shit. I saw someone say, "Oh, maybe he's force-possessed Snoke," and whatever the fuck. I don't even give a shit about Snoke anymore, which is a damn shame.
Yeah, that sucks because you know why he got cut in half in the middle of The Last Jedi.
Exactly.
You know, and it's the middle of a trilogy. I was like,
God damn, that's
okay,
the fucking
well,
villain.
that's it.
Can I get something that's not a comic book telling me who the hell he is? Because Star Wars comics are very inconsistent. I need something better than that.
I would expect nothing less.
They're so inconsistent. There's like, when they said, they fly now? Like, a bunch of people were like, they always fucking fly. And then someone was like, no, like the First Order troopers haven't flown. You're talking about Mandalorians.
Who cares?
Exactly. And then someone pulls a panel from like Poe Dameron number 23 or some bullshit of flying stormtroopers. And they were like, see, it's canon. To which I say, Star Wars is broken and stupid. Shut the fuck up.
It's also about space. And
It's a space opera.
Millions of years ago.
About
so
space
who cares?
Hitler, 2 Japanese stereotypes, and an Irishman in a desert.
An Irishman. That's true.
God,
Don't forget, go back to the roots.
I love Phantom Menace so bad.
I honestly enjoy the Phantom Menace a lot. The only I would say Last Jedi is my least favorite, next to 2.
Yeah, like 2.
2 is absolute trash.
I'm showing Bailey them right now because she's never seen them, and I was like, I don't care if you like these or not. Actually, no. I said, let's get through the first one. If you like it, we'll move on. And so we got to the first one. She was like, okay. She was confused as to why 14-year-old Natalie Portman was hitting on 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker.
It's so weird.
It's gross.
Like, it's so
and
weird.
I love how Twitter just realized that Padme's a fucking ped. It's weird.
With the Hulk meme.
Oh,
he'll grow.
So gross. It's so fucking gross. But and then I was like, all right, if you like this one, I think you'll like 2, because like their arc, yeah, like 2 isn't the best, but they have an interesting arc. And she was like, it drags. I was like,
2 is
okay,
garbage. 2 is a garbage
you
movie.
agree. It does drag. But it furthers their story, so I was like, maybe she'll like it. She did not.
I don't want
like
to see Hayden Christensen hovering a pear to Natalie Portman.
God.
I don't care.
That
I don't
shit
care
looks
about
so
how much she
bad.
hates sand.
I hate CG Yoda. I hate Puppet Yoda in Phantom Menace is nightmare inducing.
Oh, it's terrifying.
They were like, oh, let's make him younger. He's still 875 years old.
Yeah, no, it's really horrible to look at. I also don't like mullet Obi-Wan. I don't like it. Like, that's my least favorite look.
Yeah, episode 3 Obi is where it's at.
Yes.
That's quality filmmaking.
That is how he goes from dark hair to blonde in the middle of a trilogy. I have no idea, but
I'm fine with it. Whatever.
I don't care. It's Ewan McGregor. He's the best thing about these movies.
He really is the saving grace. How does he go from being in his late 20s to his late 70s in 19 years? I'll never know. When Bailey asked that question when we were watching 4, she was like, who's that? And I was like, give it a second. He was like, old Ben. She was like, why is he so old?
Isn't that kind of cool watching it with somebody who like has no idea? Like, everybody has some sort of knowledge. Like, oh, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. She's like, who's that? Like, I would lose my fucking mind. I'm like, ooh, you're gonna find out.
He does that weird ass dragon yell when he comes to stop the Tuskens.
Oh yeah, that's
which
never explained.
They've redone like 90 times.
And also the cool cloak where he looks like a clan member.
Oh god, he does.
It's like they don't look like that in the prequels.
He's like all up and stupid and gross. And I had the original cuts on my hard drive because like I didn't want her seeing Jabba the Hutt. So and Jabba is.
Oh, you had the not Lucas cuts. You had the cut where he goes
theatrical cut where nothing's not like.
See, I have them on Blu-ray, and I have the fucking cut. Unfortunately, in Return of the Jedi, he goes no, and throws the Emperor into the pit, and also Hayden Christensen's the ghost. Like, nah.
We started the original because I just did the Han shoots second. I'm not sure if you go on Disney Plus. You have Disney Plus?
No, I heard.
Seen it?
I've heard about it.
You need to watch it because like he moves his head at like a weird angle to where it's like.
Well, they did that in the Blu-ray.
Oh, they did. Oh,
yeah, no, it's garbage. The only difference is that Greedo shouted something. McClunky, that's what it is.
What the fuck does that?
Yeah, no, garbage, trash garbage.
So he announces, "I'm going to kill you now." And
I don't.
Fuck you, George. I love you.
I don't know what in George Lucas's infatuation with changing the scene is.
I don't know
what he feels like he didn't get right the first time.
I feel like if George Lucas from 1977 saw the cut that current George Lucas made, he would be nauseous. He would be like, "What the fuck did you do to my movie, you old bastard?"
He is a fucking. I'm almost positive he's a lunatic.
I love him because he's responsible for my childhood. But god diggity damn it, why did we have to get Jedi rocks in the beginning of Return of the Jedi? That's such a bad song.
Jedi what?
When the song where Snice Noodles
are
in Jabba's palace.
Yeah, garbage. Like I literally fast forward to that part because I just can't watch it.
So we watched original cut for 4, and then we watched the end of like the Disney Plus version because the Death Star scene looks good, and then we saw all of Empire. We saw the Disney Plus version, and then for Jedi, I might show her the original, only because I don't like that fucking song. It's so bad.
The song is horrible. The song is horrible. Hayden Christensen as the ghost, I don't get, because like why would he be Hayden Christensen? And I don't like how he screams no.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I hate it. Like it's so stupid.
She might like that, like, cause I don't know if she'll like Hayden being the ghost. Who knows?
Did she like Hayden Christensen? And
no.
Yeah, nobody. Turns out nobody did.
I
thought he was good in the third one.
Yeah.
When he's screaming, "I hate you."
And when he's murdering kids, when he's stabbing kids at his church.
Well, if you're not with me, then you're against me. And that's literally the most emotion he shows for that whole scene until he goes, like, he screams. He's literally screaming is the best acting that this man can do.
And murdering his wife, and then also murdering children. Which, by the way, like, what I like about Rogue One so much is that they actually show Vader doing something.
I love Rogue One. I think Rogue One is like one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
It's so good.
Anyway.
Rise of
Skywalker. Not excited to see it.
Someone said that it's called Rise of Skywalker because the new term for Jedi is going to be Skywalkers. Like, that's going to be the new thing.
Whatever. I don't care. Sure. As long as it doesn't have the stupid broom kid from Last Jedi.
Broomcuck.
I'm good. Broomcuck. Yes.
He's like 8.
The official title.
But I wouldn't doubt.
He is like 8 years old.
I feel like the devil. No, you actually, with that saying the Dark Wraith thing, I mean, maybe they're evil at the end. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. All I know is that Kylo Ren better not survive. He better not be welcomed with open arms. No one better say, "Ben, you're back." He better be in prison or in the ground. The only exceptions. The only exceptions for Ben.
I like Adam Driver. I liked him a lot in The Force Awakens, not in The Last Jedi, where he has the refrigerator chest, and it's weird.
He better wear a shirt the entire movie.
It's weird. When that scene came on, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "Is this really happening in a Star Wars movie?"
You saw that part in the trailer where he flips his lightsaber and saber, and he's all like rainy and whatever. Yeah. He looks gross. He looks like a weasel in that shot. He looks like a ferret. Looks like a ferret that was freshly bathed. It's gross.
He is not a attractive individual.
Not at all.
Literally at all. But his acting is great.
Oh yeah, he kills it as Mr. Solo. However, he killed his father and then all of his best friends and possibly Luke's wife, Mara Jade.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been okay with him flipping in The Last Jedi because he killed Han Solo. I mean, and also Han Solo didn't want to be in the movie anymore, so I get it. But I mean, as far as like if you like a canon
narrative-wise, he is a murderer of his father and friends.
Yes,
possibly his aunt. Why is it that
there's nothing redeeming about him, literally at all?
It's like I like Luke trying to redeem Vader because Vader was literally on his deathbed, and then he did that thing that people do before they die where like, "I believe in Jesus," and then you go to heaven. He's like, "I give my life to Christ," and then he's in heaven forever, I guess.
Real quick.
Like, why does he get a Force ghost? Yes, he did throw down the Emperor. He also murdered millions for years.
I believe in Christ.
It's true. I don't know. I think Anakin
That's fucking funny.
I think it's an interesting character. I think Ben Solo in Force Awakens had potential to be what Hayden Christensen wasn't, as like the Anakin character. As
he takes the character way better, but only in The Force Awakens. I don't get that from.
Then he smashes
Last
his
Jedi.
mask, and then J.J. Abrams was like, "Wait, no, I like that mask," so he builds
He
it
brings
again.
it back. Oh, and it's red now. Red cracks.
It signifies evil. Question mark.
Whatever. I don't.
And they having Sith troopers. I hate. Another thing I don't like about these movies is
come up with a new
mostly-
stormtrooper design every movie.
it's the same with like I think Disney Star Wars in general. They just keep adding shit, and then but like why didn't I see a sand trooper in Tatooine? Why or like the Dune trooper, whatever the fuck they're called,
I
like,
don't
shit
know.
like that.
I don't know. Anyway, Rise of Skywalker.
Fingers
How
crossed.
hyped are you for the Rise of Skywalker? Are you going to see it?
I bought my ticket.
I will be going to see it as well. Don't think I'm gonna like
I don't
it.
know how hype I am. Like, I've been playing Battlefront a lot, so
Yeah.
I'm in the world. Have you played it recently?
I've played no.
Do you
no.
own two?
I used to.
Oh,
Not
like
anymore.
You returned it or whatever.
Oh yeah. I the first one I actually enjoyed a lot. I played a lot.
They
of the first
fixed
one.
two a lot. They fixed it a lot. In the
I'm-
event that it's on sale for Christmas, I'm gonna buy it for you. I'm gonna do that for you.
I thank you.
No problem.
That is.
It's what I do. It's how I operate.
I feel that.
But I think we should get a few games. They have like a co-op mode now where it's just like you, 3 other dudes against AI, and it's really fucking fun.
Oh, I've seen people play on YouTube.
It's so much fun, and they're adding sequel stuff on the 17th, I think.
I want to play Fallen Order.
Oh, you haven't played it?
No,
It's good.
I'm waiting until it goes on sale.
I really enjoyed it. I would wait for it to go on sale because it's like a 24-hour game.
Really? It's short?
It's so short. It's like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man, I was like, yes! And then it was like 22 hours. I was like, I bought a PlayStation for 22 hours.
I bought a whole PlayStation.
I bought an
for
entire
22 hours.
console
I've
for
been-
22 fucking hours.
Yeah, I've just been caught up in Modern Warfare like a weed.
I'm so bad at it.
Oh, I'm horrible. Like, the only thing I can do is cap flags in that mission. That's it. I literally have no, like, I can't kill
No,
anybody.
I've been playing nothing but 2K and Lego games for the past fucking like 3 years.
Lego games.
So I lost all my finesse in all shooters.
When Lego Star Wars came out, the very first one, I lost my fucking mind because it came with a ticket to see Revenge of the Sith.
It did?
Yes. It was amazing. It was the best thing ever. I got to play a Star Wars game and I got this ticket to see the movie.
I didn't get it until after I saw episode 3. At least twice. I got it in New York, and I remember playing it and thinking, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. And then 2? Lego Star Wars 2? The original trilogy, bro? That's my shit.
Oh my god.
I still have it for Xbox. I still have the disc.
I didn't play the new Lego Star Wars games because they look like trash and they added voices, but...
Yeah, I didn't play 7. Every time it's on sale for $9, I'm like...
No. Nah. I don't like the new Lego stuff where they add voices.
I
I
understand.
think that was part of the comedy.
Was
of
the
first ones, where
slapstick and
it
the
was just like,
quietness.
huh? And then like it's just stupid, funny, like little noises and stuff. And like, but you got what was going on because you've seen the movies.
Lego Marvel 2, where they play heavy on those voices.
I
the
didn't
best.
play it.
I played it religiously. I'm trying to 100% it. Anyway, Star Wars.
Mandalorian.
Mando.
Let's talk about a far better Star Wars property.
We got 9 minutes. Let's get it. You ready?
Yes.
What do you think?
I think that the first 3 episodes are a great arc just on their own.
Yes.
I
agree.
think that it is amazing. I
It's a little-
think that the last 2, 4 and 5 are kind of padding
in an
because the
in an
story's not
8-episode
long
season.
enough.
In an 8-episode season, it's
Yeah,
padding.
yeah. So like that's kind of has me a little worried because they haven't introduced Gus Fring yet as the general, and there's 3 episodes left. They apparently haven't gone back to Werner Herzog. I think.
You heard about the whole puppet thing?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Great.
Don't be a coward. Use the puppet.
I love it.
I think it's everything I wanted. It's like a space western.
Exactly.
And he's just like when I saw that trailer and that guy got trapped in the door, I was almost positive. I was like, there's no way they're gonna show that. Sure enough, dude gets half
Super
right
cut.
there. I was like, yeah, woo!
Murder!
I was so happy, like, because I didn't want this to be like tied to anything else. Like, it's in the universe, yeah, but I didn't want it to be tied to the trilogy. I didn't want it to be tied to anything. I want these characters to be their own thing. I want this to be its own story, because otherwise you would know the stakes. You would know he either makes it or he doesn't make it. Like Rogue One was a good movie, but you knew
Oh,
that none of them are gonna
They're
make
all
it.
going to get murdered.
Like-
Watch that with Bailey. She was like, "Are they all really dying?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Continue.
I have really no criticisms. I think that I think that the show is shot really well. I think that They do a really good job of conveying emotion for a guy that never takes his helmet off.
Yes.
Just through tone.
Just like and just like the tilting of his head and whatever.
Yeah, like I think they did
really good physical acting.
I don't think they could have done it any better. I think the music's great. Baby Yoda was like spoiler, this show's been out for 5 weeks. I think the world
knows about Baby
I think
Yoda.
that Baby Yoda is like, I think he's gonna save mankind single-handedly.
Oh yeah, he will.
I think that Baby Yoda could end racism.
He is going to end racism. Crips, Bloods, Whites and Blacks, and Republicans and Dems are all gonna hold hands.
They just worship
around the Baby Yoda.
I think that was like one of the biggest surprises I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I was like, I was legitimately like, what? Like,
exactly.
It was. You know, I don't get that very often. So
exactly.
I like that they did that. I like that they kept a lot of it under wraps.
Uh-huh.
Like they haven't really showed most of the show. And I also do like that the episodes are like 35 minutes long.
Yes, I think it's just enough for this serial western.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that the movie, I keep saying movie because it's movie quality. Like, it looks amazing.
Except those weird, like, things that they were writing in the first one. Those look like ass. Everything else is great.
They looked passable. I thought Nick Nolte alien looked amazing.
He was fun.
I can't tell if that was practical or not. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but like...
It looked puppet-like, didn't it?
It was, but that's how good it was, is that I couldn't even tell. Like, I think the design's good. I didn't like the guy in the beginning, Fish Boy. I've heard that's what people are calling him.
I don't think he's a name.
But I liked that the first episode almost felt like, well, not in the first episode, but like the first part of the first episode, like kind of felt like a horror movie where he's like down in the Mando's ship, and he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to make it back home for the holidays, and then he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it though, and then he just pans over and he's right behind them. I was like, yeah,
murder.
There's nothing, almost nothing about the show I don't like. I think the last 2 episodes, like I said, are good, but they're just like padding.
Yeah.
It's just padding. It's just like throwaway filler.
I like it.
Stuff.
I'm enjoying them, and it's super westerny. It's very serial westerny. Like I like episode 4 was really good. I really liked episode 4.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was the best.
Oh no.
I just thought it was like,
I had a damn good time though.
I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, the more I get nervous because it is all just padding. Like none of this stuff is gonna matter. Yeah. Because I guarantee you they have this really, really, really cool arc with like Werner Herzog's character and like the Empire faction but it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. So they're like, oh, well, shit. So
we got the next 3 episodes, and they're on Tatooine. That person who was walking by Ming-Na Wen. I mean, I have a feeling that's probably Mulan, the assassin from episode 5.
Mulan? That's Mulan?
Oh, yeah.
That's just playing Mulan?
No, that's who did play Mulan. That's the voice of Mulan in 2000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's also in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which no one watches. But, if you saw how the end, like you saw feet and then cut to black. I have a feeling that's Gustavo.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, makes sense.
But why? Why does it make sense?
Because they got to introduce him somehow.
I think, but like, how would that make? Like, I do agree they have to introduce him, but I'm trying to. Like, how would it make sense that he would give a shit about the assassin? Unless the assassin worked for the...
I don't know, she was wearing, like, black and red, wasn't she?
She was... that's true. That's true. She was wearing black and red.
That's a little empire-y, I guess. This show, they said, is supposed to sow the seeds for the First Order. I gotta figure it out how, though.
I don't want this to be tied to anything. Like, I don't want it...
I like seeing how, like, the remnant of the Empire still exists.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, that's cool. But it has no connection to any of the characters that we've ever been introduced to. So, like, it's perfect, except Yoda. Which I'm pretty sure it's not even connected to the character, it's the race of alien.
Exactly. Someone said it was a clone because, like, the guy has a patch of, like, Camino, whatever the fuck on his arm.
Whatever.
Exactly. And I was like, alright, we're playing too heavy-handed into this clone shit.
Also, who did he steal him from?
Fuck if I know. Exactly. Like, what is happening? What is this show? I don't know. Probably stole them from Mr. Snoke or some shit. Hi, I'm Mr. Snoke.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what's gonna fucking happen. Favreau's their bitch. Does whatever they say.
God, I hope not.
They just give him a fucking dog treat and say, "Hey, put Mr.
A dog treat.
Put Finn's dad in this." Aye, aye, Captain.
Hey, you think Finn's gonna be in it at some point, like FN 2187?
No, his dad, FN 2187 SR Senior.
SR. It's like the Bumblebee thing.
Oh, God.
The Bumblebee concept where they just give everybody a no name until they get their name.
Until they...
Like
B1287.
Yeah, no, but like this guy's called called
Wheeljack.
Yeah.
You and R4633.
Everybody already has a name. Like, why is his? It's just they need to show like this. Also, Solo. I didn't see Solo, but I heard that he got his name from being alone.
Watch it.
No.
Yeah, watch it. It's funny. Just when you watch it, don't be like, this is the greatest Star Wars thing I will ever see. Go into it saying, I'm here to watch a comedy that has Chewbacca in it, and you will enjoy it.
Is it a comedy intentionally, or is it a comedy because
yes,
it's stupid?
Yes. Like, there is good dialogue and stuff. Han is really funny, and same with the guy who plays Lando, even though he just does an impression the whole time.
Donald Glover. I love Donald Glover.
I love him too.
I think that
but the whole time he has Billy D voice. I'm just like.
Well, yeah. I mean, if the other guy could do the Harrison Ford voice without it sounding like an impression, he probably would.
Hey, Chewie.
That's not bad, honestly.
Thank you. It's because I listened to fucking 45 hours of Star Wars audiobooks in like 2 months' time.
Oh, no way. Did they do the voices?
Oh, yeah. The guy does a really good Leia.
I'm sold.
It's alright. I'll play you some after.
He's a really good Leia.
Yeah, he can't do her voice, but he does her inflection. So he has her attitude. It's pretty good. Anyway, Mandalorian, I hope it's good. We'll do an actual review when, it's over.
It's good so far.
They already started shooting season 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean,
so
I don't know.
He's gonna live, I can tell you that much. But I like his armor. When he came out in episode 3 with all that, like, what's it? Beskar steel or whatever the fuck?
Beskar steel. It's awesome. It's so awesome. I love the lore. I love the community. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
He also has Boba Fett's gun from the holiday special, which I've never seen, but I need to. Have you ever seen the holiday special?
Absolutely not.
It's absolute garbage.
That's where the Chewbacca meme that comes over. He has the human teeth. Yeah. What the fuck?
It's bad. I've never seen it, but I really want to. But Boba Fett is like in a cartoon in that, and he has that gun now.
Oh, the rifle?
Yeah.
Really?
With the 2 sticks at the end. Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
Anyway.
Background knowledge.
Deuces.